A must-have in your wedding. That's a good question.
You.
Oh. You haven't showered today.
I have not. I smell.
I was like,
I literally smell. I worked out.
Yeah.
I should put deodorant on. Okay, why am I out of breath?
Guys, this year already is already insane. Like, it's the busiest year of our lives. We got a lot to catch you up on.
We have so much to tell y'all. I feel like it's been a minute since we did like a sit-down life update video.
Yeah.
And before we jump in, I do have to give a shout out to Center. It's Chris Hemsworth, like hair flip Chris Hemsworth. It is his fitness app, but it's really just for overall wellness, physical and mental, from meditations to workouts to meal plans. I'll tell you guys about it later. But thank you, Center, for sponsoring this video, and thank you, Chris Hemsworth. I hope you're watching. All right, first question. Mike's looking at the questions, but
yeah.
I was
always does this. He keeps them all to himself so he can think about his answers, and then I'm like, he's like, babe, come up with it in like 30 seconds. I'm like, I need a little bit of time.
Go. Where are y'all going for your honeymoon?
That's a good one.
You wanna take this one?
Yeah. So we've been talking about doing like a quick little doing a Mexico trip. We really
like a mini moon.
Yeah, we want to go to South Africa, but that's not cheap and
so expensive.
Probably we'll just head to Mexico for a couple of days.
We want to do like all inclusive.
Yeah,
like,
I'm trying to not cook. I don't want to make reservations anywhere. I don't want to think about anything. I want to literally just lay on the beach with an umbrella drink and a hat on and fall asleep.
And let's be honest, we're not gonna have any voices like at all. We had my brother's wedding last weekend, which the next video will be my brother's wedding, but it took me like 2 weeks after that to get my voice back. So
yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to talk.
I'm still not.
Yeah, Mike's not fully recovered.
I'm not fully recovered yet. Did you guys make New Year's resolutions? We did, actually. One of them was, because it's our wedding year, we want to get in shape and like...
I have nothing. I'm trying, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, we fell off the train there, as everyone does a little bit, but we're getting back on the train.
But that's actually perfect, because that's why we wanted to partner with Center, because literally we wanted like accountability, right?
Yeah.
Like I can go and get a little workout in or do some push-ups, but I'm like, how do I know that I'm actually trying to like make progress on my goals?
Yeah, actually
exactly.
Build, yeah, and I think that the planner itself makes it so easy, because I have everything, like all of my workouts in one spot and then all of my food in one spot, so I know exactly what I'm doing every day, and it's like I don't really have to think about it.
And again, for me, it's really just getting my butt into consistency. I'm not even gonna say into shape. I did select like the fit and toned option when I signed up for my 4-week trial, and y'all can get yours below. Use PK Mikey and sign up on the website link. You know what, I'm just gonna show you guys the app. So you open the app, it'll show you the date, and then it'll give you a workout for the date. You can go into the workout, you can scroll down and see what you're gonna need, but most of them are no equipment, because I selected like, hey, I don't have any equipment, and that's totally fine. It gives you body weight stuff. It has warm-ups, and then it has a breakdown of each individual exercise with corresponding videos. So like if you're like, I don't actually know how to do this, you click into it and there's a video demonstration. And then if you go back, it gives you all of your meals. So like this morning, we literally had blueberry and almond breakfast muffins. For lunch, we're doing a turkey, feta, and spinach wrap. If you click in, it'll actually show you all of the ingredients, and you just hit add to shopping list, and then it'll import it over, so you can go to the grocery store and be like, oh, now I know exactly what I need to buy. Okay, sorry, I know we're just cutting right in the middle of a video, but I just show you this. This is one of the Center recipes. It's a steak sandwich that looks so freaking good. My chef over here with his little kitchen robe on. Okay, back to the video. We're not even gonna answer a question, we're just gonna tell you guys some news.
We're gay.
We're gay. That's when my dad goes, we love the gays. Because my dad does love the gays.
Yes, he does.
Do you want us to tell him, or?
Oh, we're telling him that? Yeah, I'll tell him. Okay, guys, so it all happened wildly fast. We put an offer in on a house, so yeah, we were like, let's just toss buying a house into the mix of planning a wedding. So I feel like I do have to say, I think we were, I don't want to say we're being frivolous with our spending for the wedding, but we were definitely like, oh, you know what? Like, this is like one day, and we're always gonna remember it.
We're reeling it back in.
And then we were like, we put the offer down on the house. And we're like, okay, so that flower budget's getting cut in half, and like
we literally talked to our vendor, and we're like, so we put an offer in on a house, and if we get it, we're gonna need to just pull back a little bit. Okay, so you're probably wondering, like, wait, where is it? You guys talked about Denver. I think we mentioned Vegas. Like, we were looking all over. We're moving out of the country. No, I'm just kidding.
We love where we live right now, and I think we just came to the conclusion that like we're both doing well professionally, and
our jobs are here,
and we want to just make our roots here. So we put an offer in a mile away from where we are now.
Literally, it's only a mile away.
Guys, remember I don't know if we showed you last time we were moving. PK was conveniently out of town. Every time we've moved, PK conveniently has work trips.
That is not true.
No, it is.
That is not
literally,
true.
PK, when we were living in West Hollywood and moved down here,
I had a work trip.
He had 3 work trips back to back. And he was like, wow, it's like I went to bed and then I went to the airport, did my work trip, came back, and all of my stuff was put away in the new house. Like, here's your sock drawer. I had the montage of me like sweating and doing 15 trips of packing my car. PK's like out at the bar, like singing Beyonce.
I was entertaining clients. But I will say 2 things. One, we have been in this place for a minute. We've been together now for like 8 years, which is crazy. Almost 8 years in October.
And half of that time has been...
And I was gonna say though, but the first 4 years of relationship, we moved 4 different times.
Yep.
We had not stayed in a place longer until we found this place, which we fell in love with. We've lived here for 4.5 years, if you can believe it, from the time that we posted like, we moved into this place video, it's been 4.5 years.
Yeah.
That to me like blows my mind. So...
But we love where we live, we've just outgrown it, I believe.
Yeah.
Like I'm working from the kitchen table.
So that brings me to number 2, which is, we don't think we're gonna get this house. Like, to be totally transparent, we put the offer in and they accepted it, but there ended up being things wrong with it that we're not willing to move in unless the seller fixes X, Y, and Z.
Also, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but we are not handymen at all. Like,
not even Mike.
Yeah, I can like.
Who's handier? Who's handier?
Honestly, PK can he can hang stuff better than I can because I get annoyed after a while. I'm just like,
that's where it stops. Hanging things, like fixing things. We're gonna call someone. But anyways, so that was the biggest update. Is just the fact that we could be homeowners. It's very TBD. Again, I don't want to get too excited. I don't want to be too negative, but I think we're kind of netting out in the middle right now. So cross your fingers because
also
if we get
our
this house,
real estate agent is a saint because he has dealt with.
He's dealt with both of us. Mostly Bridezilla over here.
Literally, like he said to us, we were reading some disclosure document that's like 49 pages long, and I scheduled a Zoom with him to go through my notes on that document, and he was like, I do have to say, I don't think I've ever had a client read this entire document. And I was like,
well, you haven't had us. That's like the biggest news.
That's the biggest news.
We wanted to get that one first so people can be like, oh, okay, we're gonna stop watching the video now.
When are you guys getting married? June.
I'm a June bride.
To be fair, I actually researched, I don't know if I've told you this, but I researched the average lowest amount of rainfall in our area on like every year from the last historical like 10 years or 15 years, and that's how we selected the date. So,
however, watch, it's going to rain. If it rains, it's meant to be. The same way we're meant to be. If it rains on our wedding day, it's meant to be, and we'll figure it out.
But I can't tell you how many times I've had to listen to him lay in bed be like, he's just like, I just know that it's gonna rain, and I'm like, can you stop saying that?
Yeah, I'm not convincing you guys, I'm convincing myself by saying this out loud. I'm like, it's gonna be fine, I promise. PK, you're okay, you're gonna get through this. The next one is, when are we getting a second dog?
Well, we bought a house, and we tell Bo every day, we're like, we're buying a house for you, buddy. And then I'm not kidding you, last night we were laying on the ground. I was laying on the ground while we were watching TV, and I'm like, should we start looking? I mean, it's gonna be tough to get another.
We're gonna have a little yard if we get this house, so it does make sense. And we're taking him away from some of his neighbor friends, you know, bringing him into a whole new area. We're actual parents.
Also, we're like we're literally trying to be like, which neighbor kids will take our dog for a walk?
We got so excited though, because we're moving into like more of a neighborhood. Like this place is awesome, but it's more younger professionals. Where we're moving is like younger families.
Yeah.
So we got giddy about thinking like the little kids coming to our door being like, can we play with Bo? Like, imagine if we actually have kids. Like, that would be wild.
I know.
Which, actually, that was one of the next questions.
That's a lot of questions in here are about kids. I don't know, like, we talk about it all the time of like, hey, is this something we like to do? I think right now, like, I kind of enjoy my life without kids. We love to travel, we love to, you know, we're already seeing with a dog, like, it's hard logistically finding someone to watch your dog.
Thank God for Mandy and mom and dad.
Yeah.
I don't want to jump into it. Like, I feel like right now we're being too selfish as couples in a good way.
Yeah.
That we know that we're not ready for kids because there's stuff that we want to do.
Yeah.
And the beauty of a gay relationship is we don't have to worry about like a clock or whatever the expression is.
Yeah.
So I would say we're at minimum 5 years away from like revisiting that conversation.
But we're planning like saving wise, and then also in terms of like the house itself, it's easy for us to, if we needed to, you know, change things around for the kid, to like add a kid to the world, like it would be easy to do at that house. And that's, I think, that was the biggest advice we got from someone was like, make sure you're able to grow into that house. Don't go into it now being like, okay, this is just barely enough. Like, go a little bit higher, because that way, like, or a little bit bigger or whatever, just because you feel like, you know, how are you gonna feel in 10 years?
Yeah, it's true. And even if we don't get this house, like, we've been looking, we need to move, like, we are going to be moving probably within the next year minimum. Yeah. We just gotta wait for the next right house to come on the market before we pull the trigger. But hopefully
we really hope we get this one.
Finances, I don't think we ever talked about that.
Okay,
yeah,
how are you guys dividing finances after you get married? We're actually keeping everything separate to make it super easy. And then what we're actually going to do is have a joint account,
like a house account.
A house account that we both put in a certain amount of money per month to. And that way, because like the way we're doing it right now is he pays for rent, and then I invoice him at the end
all
of
the bills,
for every like the grocery bills and the internet and blah blah blah. And so it's a lot of work. I mean, it's good to do because you really like makes you look at your bank statements every single month, but like it takes a lot of time. And so
we're like, once we're officially married, we're gonna throw things into a pile, but keep things separate just for consistency. And like, if I'm trying to buy him a Christmas present, I don't want him to like see like, hey, what was this charge on your card? Because you know how anal Mike is, pun intended. Like he'd be like looking through and being like, oh, what is this credit card charge? He's like, it's creepy, but like in many ways, personality wise, he's like John Creedon. He's like my dad. Like my dad and him are just like very organized, like hyper organized. My dad 100% likes Mike more than me, but I think that's a blessing, not a curse. So
I like this one. What is the first thing you would do if you stopped working?
I'd learn multiple languages. Like I speak like tiny bit of German. I want to like fully become fluent in German, and I'd want to learn Spanish. Like no brainer. I've always said if I could pick a superpower, it'd be the ability to speak every language.
That's a really good philosophical.
So you're next.
This is why every time we go to weddings and PK is part of like giving a speech somewhere, everyone always is like, why did I let you go first?
Baby, that was a good compliment.
I'd probably buy a dog farm and have like 50 doodles.
That's
so Bo would have a bunch of
adorable.
friends.
Both love our jobs, but we work a lot. That's why, again, like we try to post YouTube videos when we can. I say this in every video. You're like, oh my God, PK, stop. But like, it's true. We do this because we love it, and we're thankful for y'all and your support. And we literally would not be in the positions that we are if it wasn't for you guys' love and support.
But at the same time, it is 2 full-time jobs.
Yeah, so, with YouTube stuff, with planning a wedding, with my brother's wedding was last week, with now buying a house. I'm like, I'm hyperventilating just saying that out loud. Are you cutting your hair for the wedding? I'm not planning on it, no. Although I am stressing about how I'm supposed to wear my hair for the wedding. I'm thinking up because it's going to be windy, but this is like, again, another stress.
Constant another full-time job is dealing with PK's stress of the wedding day. And you guys are all like, he keeps saying like, I'm the bridezilla, but like, he is very insane about it.
I'm more of a worrywart.
Okay, let me put it to you.
But day of, I won't be. Like, day of, I'll be like, whatever happens, happens. But before, guys, I'm like, what if? What colors are you doing for your wedding? Do you want to take this one?
Yeah,
Talk about like the bridesmaids? Yeah,
so we love color, and we wanted to incorporate a lot of like, I mean, I think obviously like the rainbow has like a meaning to us as well. So we wanted all of our bridesmaids to have, and moms to have different color dresses, not all the same uniform dress. So all different colors, kind of
like lavenders and peaches,
bright and vibrant.
Yeah, like different, like not pastel, but like a level up from pastel, but not rainbow. I don't know what I'm saying, but if you know, you know. Like you're like, okay, I got it.
And then for us.
Oh, do we want to say that? I don't know if we want to share that yet.
You don't want to share that yet?
I don't know. I kind of want it to be like, bam, here's a photo of us.
Okay. Well, sorry to keep you guys hanging then.
But it's very us.
Yes.
Take that for what you will.
Assless chaps. A must-have in your wedding. That's a good question.
You. Oh.
Probably like a must-have. Just the people that are there, I guess. Like it's the first. I mean, I know everyone says it. But
first and last
time that everyone you love is going to be. Mostly everyone you love is going to be in one location. And donuts.
And we're thinking donuts because we don't like cake. I hate cake.
Also, I just hate the idea of like that's another vendor. Then you gotta like.
Although we do have to figure out if we're ordering donuts or not. We haven't. Okay, good thing we're doing this video. We're adding that to the list. There's so many more. I appreciate it, but I feel like those are some of the highlights that we wanted to make sure we hit and updated you guys on. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Center, for sponsoring this video
and helping me get in shape.
And helping us get in shape.
I really appreciate that.
We're getting there. We're eating healthier. Yeah. I'm meditating more, and I'm working out consistently. And the consistency and the accountability is what matters.
Yep.
If you guys want to sign up for your free 4-week trial, you can sign up on the website using the below code PKMikey, and let us know if you have questions. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give this video a big ol' thumbs up, and
remember to smile.
Because it's worth it. Okay. You look very handsome.
I'm talking to me or the dog?
I was talking to the dog.